This is a production of South Dakota Public Broadcasting, made possible by the Friends of SDPB. Pledge your support for quality programming. Call Friends at 800-333-0789 or donate online at sdpb.org. You may purchase this video and many others online at our website. Click on Shop SDPB. And thank you.
This high school activities championship event is conducted under the auspices of the South Dakota High School Activities Association.
From the Barnett Center in Aberdeen, South Dakota, welcome to the Friday night session of the South Dakota High School Activities Association State Class B Boys Basketball Tournament. Hello, everyone, and a gracious good evening to you, along with John Sieber. I'm Gary Ellenbolt. If you survived the afternoon session, congratulations, and welcome to an evening session where we can't promise 5 overtimes like we had in the game before, but we can promise we've got a couple of wild, fascinating basketball games coming up. John, it has been a great tournament so far. No reason to think the semifinal round tonight will be any less than what we've had earlier.
Well, we've only been through one day and a half a session, Gary. We're talking about this already being one of the better state tournaments ever for the State B, and we still have 2 semifinal games to go tonight. Man, oh man. Absolutely wild afternoon here in Aberdeen with basketball.
The only upper seed to survive the first round is in action tonight. The number 1 seed, James Valley Christian. They took care of Centerville despite struggling, and now they'll battle the Battlers of Potter County. That's been an interesting team to watch in the state tournament as Potter County won its first round game with a great tight decision over Faith High School.
Well, and it was a game where Potter County had trailed for 3 quarters, Gary.
Right.
Actually, three and a half quarters. And then all of a sudden, they put on the press. Next thing you know, behind the scoring, and they had some darn good scoring yesterday from some of the kids that you normally wouldn't expect to score a lot of points for Potter County, but it all forced by turnovers against that Faith, and it all started with their defense. And they used their defense to key their offense and come for that comeback win. And for this James Valley Christian squad, Centerville stayed with them for the most part yesterday.
Right, they did. And Centerville, a salty squad. They had some good minutes against a really good Faith team as well. There you look at Potter County, which is a hybrid of Gettysburg and Hoven now. Used to be just the Gettysburg Battlers, but Hoven has joined them for the interscholastic activities. And here is the lineup for the Battlers. 71.3 points per game, 59% at the foul line. They get about 28 rebounds a game, 18 assists, and 17 steals. And here is the lineup that Bryce Hall will start against James Valley Christian. Caleb Benke, Chase Hall, an amazing athlete. Also Mitchell Hinckley, Cole Hawkinson, and Tanner Heward. These are guys who know how to win. The Battlers, of course, the 9A football champions a little bit earlier in the academic year at the Dakota Dome.
Well, and when you talk about the football, you talk about Chase Hall, and Chase Hall, we saw the athleticism last night, especially when it came to the defense side of things, and that's where Potter County really stands out above a lot of the teams here, Gary, is their athleticism, and not just in basketball, but all across the board in all the sports.
James Valley Christian, located in Huron, they are 22-1, 23-1 now. 22-1 their record after regionals. Darwin Hofer in his 3rd year as head coach. They will wear the white home uniforms, as they will no matter which side of the bracket they go to after tonight. 69 points a game, averaging 66% at the line. They have 27 rebounds a game, or they're about 16 assists and 12 steals. Really good, stellar lineup that Darwin Hofer is bringing here. Weedle, Olvestad, Waldner, Wager, and Glanzer. This is a good, solid, salty lineup, John.
It really is, and when you talk about Wadle, you're talking about a 4-year starter, kid's over 1,000-point scorer. He just knows how to get it done, and it was yesterday in that 4th quarter when Centerville was still hanging around that Wadle really stepped up and started taking it to him along with Olvestad.
We will get the starting lineups and get you ready for basketball. The semifinal round Either James Valley Christian or Potter County will head into the state championship game tomorrow night. We'll know that in about an hour and a half, depending on the overtimes, and you know the precedent here. Let's go to Kent Hansen, our public address announcer at the Barnett Center.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The City of Aberdeen, Northern State University, and Central High School are pleased to welcome you to Walks Arena on the campus of Northern State University for the semifinal session of the State B Boys High School Basketball Tournament. Our first game this evening will feature the Potter County Battlers and the James Valley Christian Vikings. Our second semifinal matchup will be the Ethan Rustlers and the Platte-Geddes Black Panthers. The South Dakota High School Activities Association reminds everyone that these state tournament games are intended for the enjoyment and benefit of high school students. Good sportsmanship is essential for the proper support of the student athlete. That is why the South Dakota High School Activities Association, along with its corporate partners, Sanford Health, First Premier Bank, Premier Bank Card, Farmers Union Insurance Agency, Billion Automotive, and the South Dakota Army National Guard, support good sportsmanship. With good sportsmanship, everyone is a winner. Support good sportsmanship during tonight's semi-final games. As many of you know, the City of Aberdeen, the activities world, and the state of South Dakota lost a good man and dear friend 2 weeks ago. Mr. Mike Miller was a strong proponent for the youth of South Dakota. He was well known around the region as a football referee, actively involved in the Aberdeen community where he served on the school board for many years, and he also served on the South Dakota High School Activities Association Board of Directors where he had a great impact on the youth of our state. Please join us now for a moment of silence to recognize our dear friend, Mike Miller. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please remain standing to honor our nation and its flag with the singing of the national anthem. The proper etiquette is to remain at attention, facing the flag with your right hand over your heart, and to remove all headgear. Veterans and active duty military not in uniform have the option of saluting. Tonight's national anthem will be presented by Sierra Stotz, Kristen Walls, and Andre Boucher, students of Bottle High School. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Bottle Singers. And now for the starting lineups. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Potter County Battlers. At a guard, 5'7" senior, number 10, Tanner Hewer. And for the James Valley Christian Vikings, at a guard, 5'9" senior, number 5, Cole Glanzer. At a guard for the Battlers, 5'10" senior, number 22, Cole Hawkinson. And for the Vikings, 5'10" sophomore, number 12, Tim Wager. And a forward for the Battlers, 6'3", junior number 23, Caleb Minke. And for the Vikings, 5'11", senior number 14, Alex Waldner. And a forward for Potter County, 6'2", senior number 32, Mitch Hinckley. And on the wing for the James Valley Christian Vikings, a 6'4", senior number 22, Nathan Wadle. On the wing for the Battlers, 6'2", senior number 52, Chase Hall. And in the middle for the Vikings, 6'5", senior number 40, Andrew Ovalstad. The Battlers are coached by Tim Hagedorn, Jason Hansen, and Scott Glode. Head coach for Potter County is Bryce Hall. Assistant coaches for James Valley Christian are Anthony Lind and Al Wager. Head coach for the Vikings, Darwin Hofer. Today's officials are Jay Kusler, Donnie Kaiser, Jordan Odens. Alternate official is Jerry Bears.
From the State Bees in Aberdeen. And with the call, the man who knows it all, including how to last for 5 overtimes on one drink of water. It's the camel himself, Gary Ellenbolt.
Well, you know, I never have to worry if I'm stranded in the desert. As long as I got one gulp, I'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Appreciate it, John. Hello, everybody. The Potter County Battlers of the James Valley Christian Vikings set to do battle in the state Class B semifinal game. One of these teams will advance to the state championship. The other game featuring the Ethan Rustlers and the Platte-Geddes Black Panthers. That's coming up after this one. The James Valley Christian Vikings in the home white uniforms. The Potter County Battlers coming from the Gettysburg-Hoven area. And guess what? Potter County, they are wearing the scarlet with gray and a little bit of white. Kind of look like Ohio State out there. Tip is in the air. It is controlled by the Battlers. Hope you enjoy the game and the broadcast. Check your pulse if you don't. Chase Hall will come to the right side. Menke is a shot for 3. Fire it all! Menke sets the tone with 11 seconds gone in the game. Puts up the 3-pointer.
Well, would you believe it? At the State A, St. Thomas More leads Madison 3-0.
Hello.
Just underway.
Yeah, that's a long way from over. Madison, of course, the defending A champion, the only surviving state champion with a chance of repeating. Cole Glanzer looking inside, wants the 14-footer, won't get it to Olmstead instead. Olmstead with a decent outside shot to Wadle. On the left side, they set it up on the down low. On the drive, on the shot, Olmstead put it up and hit it.
Well, the help side defense is going to get there a lot sooner than what it did if Potter County's going to stay in this game.
Tanner Hewer has the basketball on the top left side. Kick it off with the right to Menke. He's along the wing to the right side. Picking him up is Wadle on the defense for JVC. Chase Hall sees the opening, puts it up with the drive. Can't by the thrill. Rebound Olmstead, and Hall picks his pocket. Battlers are going to keep the basketball. Top right side, Hawkinson sets it up, down low, shots on the way, it's up, it's good. Mitchell Hinckley from 14 feet away. 5-2 Potter County. On their horses, the James Valley Christian Vikings. Looking for help is Olberding. He'll stop and fire at a 17-footer up and in.
Wow, what a start for Ovalstad.
All 5 of the 5 points, or all 4 of the 4 points, I should say. They had him with 5 originally. Here's the shot on the way. Menke, fire in the hole! Somebody get a body on Menke, as Caleb Menke has a couple of 3-pointers to his credit in the ballgame. 8-4 the score. Potter County leading. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound Hawkinson. Hewer will bring it down the floor in a hurry for the Potter County squad. Battlers lead it 8-4. Hewer looking for somebody. Nobody was there. Overding on the steal. Here comes on the long lead feed. The drive, the dive, the shot. It's good.
That was beautiful. Ovalstad just grabbed it, blocked the pass on the baseline, turned it, and threw it full court. Baseball pass, knowing his teammate would be there.
Alex Walder coming up with the shot. It's an 8-6 ball game. Here's the shot. Menke 3, side of the rim. Can't have that one. Glanzer coming up with the authority rebound for James Valley Christian. Bouncer to the right side with the ball. Momentarily was Walder. He's looking for help. Gets it off on the down low. Shots on the way for Wager. Bounces. Hits.
Red hot starts.
Well, we had a 5 overtime game. No reason we couldn't have 118, 115. Remember the so loyal Marymount teams? Shot is on the way, 13-footer. Hewer can't get it done. Rebound into the hands of Wadle. He's trying to get around Hall, and Hewer finally gets across the line. He'll set it up. Wait for the rest of the JVC teammates now. He'll try the shot from 7. Bounces out the back of the rim. He can't get it done. Rebound Mitchell Hinckley. And Potter County brings it down. We are tied at 8. They had a 6-0 lead at one point. Shot is on the way. It's up. It's no good. That was Hinckley who missed, or make that Menke. Coming down the field. Hit the fields of maple and maroon paint, that is, down the court. Here comes JVC. They lost the basketball. Hall on the break. Got one guy to beat. Drives to the right side. Shots on the way. Won't get the bucket. Offensive foul is going to be the call against Potter County.
Glanzer saw him coming the whole way, beat him to the spot, stayed there on it, and drew the charge.
4 minutes, 39 seconds to go. We are zipping right through this first quarter. 8-8 score, 4:39 in the first. Back after this on South Dakota Public Broadcasting.
Well, both teams off to a red-hot start. Potter County, they were 3 of 4. Now they're 3 of 7 from the field. They've cooled off slightly. James Valley Christian, 4 of 6 for 66% early going.
Reese Logan enters the game for Potter County, number 13 for the Battlers. Logan, the 6'8 sophomore. Trying to clog things up inside, maybe take away some of the advantage for Olmsted. Ball will come to nobody as it's going to go into the press table, just about braining the official. And it'll go out of bounds, and the Battlers will take it with Chase Hall to inbound.
I'm not sure exactly what happened there.
Actually, somebody must have bibbled when they were supposed to bobble.
Or zig when they were supposed to zag.
That's it, one of the two. Ball is loose, down low. Hinckley comes up with it. Here's the shot, no good, foul. Reese Logan will go to the foul line.
Well, Logan just kind of Johnny on the spot right there. The ball kind of pinballed around, and they were off a couple of players. Wound up in Logan's hands. And what do you know? Right here, 2 feet from the basket. I think I'll shoot it.
Tim Wager will get the foul. It'll be his first. First team foul for James Valley Christian. Shot is on the way. And Logan has his first point of the game. It's 9-8 Potter County.
Well, since Minky started on his 2-for-2 run for Potter County, he's cooled off just a bit. He's now 2 of 3.
Logan's second bounces and drops. 10-8 the score. Battlers have the lead. They've never trailed in the game, but the game was tied just a minute or so ago at 8 points. Olmsted up in the high post. He looks for help. Left side, right side. Now he'll come over to the left side. Shot is on the way. This is Wager's shot. He can't buy the throw. One and done for the Vikings, and the Battlers promptly throw it away. Rebound into the hands of Hinckley. Tried to get the outlet over to Chase Hall, and it never got there.
Wager did an excellent job. Jumped the passing lane and forced the pass to be a little further up the line than what they wanted it to be, and Hall was not in position to get it.
Walder will get it over to Jaden Walder, who's checked into the game for James Valley Christian. Here's Alex Walder. Kick it off to the left side. Down low in the post they come for a second. Trying to get something done, but losing the basketball out of bounds is Wadle. Potter County's got it.
Wadle just trying to operate in a little too tight a space there. They'll get Glanzer back in the ball game.
Cole Glanzer in for Jaden Waldner.
Well, Minky started for Potter County, started 2 of 3 behind the three-point line, trying to match his running mate Cole Hawkinson, who has the state record for the most threes over the 3-game period. 14 that was set last year for Hawkinson.
Battlers basketball. Potter County has the lead at 10-8, 3:41 in the quarter. We've got a foul. That could go on Wadle. That could go on Glanzer, and it will be Cole Glanzer who will pick up the personal. Glanzer will have foul number 1.
Well, we saw yesterday, Gary, in that Centerville game, how important Cole Glanzer is to this team. When he was out on the bench in foul trouble, they really were kind of spinning their wheels there. That's when Centerville got back in it.
Quick pass to the left side. Logan shot off the side of the rim. Hewer the rebound in the land of the Giants. He couldn't get it done. Wadle on the break. Panic at the disco for the Vikings. The drive, the dive, it's good.
Well, Potter County can't be playing any-eye over with the basketball when they're in that close. Somebody's got to make one.
Hewer on the drive. Stops in the driveway. Top of the circle for Hall. They've got somebody loose down there. They can't get it to Hinckley. It's taken away. Then taken away again. Shot for Logan is no good. Logan fighting for the rebound with Wadle, and the held ball called. Possession arrow, Potter County.
I don't know if Logan is waiting for somebody to come through and hit him, or if he's looking for somebody to come up and guard him, but they're not even guarding him there.
Logan, the 6'8 player, has braces, small ones, but braces all the same on both knees. And with the 10-10 score, we're off, we're running. with the Vikings having the basketball. Cole Glanzer bringing it up. Right side to Olmstead. He's double teamed as he tries to set up down low. Quick pass down low. Shots up. It's good. And you give that to Wager.
Well, the team that makes the most layups and free throws usually wins the game. Not usually. They will win the game. And right now, James Valley Christian's hitting every layup they've had a chance to.
Hawkinson will kick it off to the top of the wheel. Here's the shot on the way. Hinckley can't by the throw. Here is Logan's rebound attempt. He missed the shot. Olmstead comes up with the rebound. Wadle stops on the high right. Wants help on the down low. Nothing doing there. Olmstead will take the ball. Top right side. Glanzer wide open. Drives the driveway. Shots on the way. Bounces off a couple of bodies. Out of bounds. And James Valley Christian gets it back.
Well, somebody's forgetting about Tim Wager over on that short corner on the baseline. On the baseline closest to you right there. I'm not sure if they're just forgetting to guard him or what. The Wager's been over there three times now. That pass from Glenn is a little bit too hard. But you get the feeling, Gary, it's only a 2-point lead for James Valley Christian, but you get the feeling that the momentum and the pace of the game favors the Vikings more.
I did err when I say James Valley Christian had it back. They did point, obviously, to Potter County. And coming into the game, Colton Hall is in for Potter County. Also Tanner Storer and Caleb Menke comes back in. This is Colton Hall. Takes the basketball across the line. Jaden Walder is on him. They set up left side of the wing. Top left side of the circle for Chase Hall. Pretty move. Right side shot is up. That doesn't get much sweeter. As Hinckley was down low, took the feed behind the back feed and got it done. Wadle in traffic. Left side they come. Jacob Walder trying to get somebody open. He's going to try the shot. Glances at the front of the rim. It barely. Wadle the rebound. It's up. No good. Foul.
Foul's going to be on Hall. Wadle again in the lane. 6'4". He's kind of tough to control in there.
Minute 51 to go. We're tied at 12. Sioux Falls, Roosevelt, Rapid City, Stevens getting set to go in about 45 minutes from now. The AA tournament in Rapid City. Wadle's free throw is good. 13-12, James Valley Christian's first lead. Cole Hawkinson is coming back in, replacing Chase Hall in the lineup for Potter County.
That was Hall's second foul, so he'll sit here for a while. Down at the A in Sioux Falls, 5 seconds to play in the first. 11-6, St. Thomas more.
Dodgers on the way for Wadle. Gets it. 14-12. 2-point advantage now for James Valley Christian as Wadle hits both free throws. Tanner Storer coming down the floor for the Potter County Battlers. Ball goes to Hinckley. Now top of the circle, Hawkinson. Colton Hall thinking about the shot and the penetration. He can't get that done. Lost the basketball. Right side to Menke. He's on the wing. Minute 32 to go in the quarter. 14-12, James Valley Christian leading. Colton Hall stops. 15-footer goes 13. It's out of bounds, and James Valley Christian will get it back. Tried the shot, and that just fell a little bit short. Just a bit outside. And the Vikings have it. Minute and 22 to go. ABC with the lead at 14-12. James Valley Christian's third straight state appearance. At the top of the circle is big number 12, Tim Wager. Wager looks for help in the corner. Bounce pass will come to the top of the wheel for Wager again. Now on the left side, Walder. Back to Wager. He set it up on the left side. Riedel had it for a second. Shot is on the way. Walder can't by the throw. Rebound into the hands of Menke. Double teamed against pressure. Here comes Colton Hall, then Storer, then a whistle.
That one's going to go on Waldner on the block. Trying to cut the down toward path by Hall that time to cut in front of him, but got a little bit of the shoulder as well.
Colton Hall brings it down. Top left side of the circle, Hawkinson finds some room. Here's the drive. Here's the shot. Got it.
That's the shooter's touch right there. Put it up nice, high, and soft off the glass.
He had to do that to get around and over Olmstead, too. Tied up at 14, 35 seconds to go. Quarter one, rounding it on down here in Aberdeen. Just about a packed house at the Barnett Center. A wonderful, fun atmosphere. Shot is on the way. Not able to get it done was Wadle. Ball is loose on the floor. Battlers have it. Colton Hall battling down the floor as he bumps the bodies with Jaden Walder. Quickly, left side, shot of the way. Menke three, too hard, no good. Tried it from 20 with 23. Rebound to the Vikings. Here's Wadle, coast to coast, put it up and in. 16-14, James Valley Christian. We are done with the first period of basketball in the State B semifinal from Aberdeen. 16 for James Valley Christian, 14 for Potter County, and we're back after this on South Dakota Public Broadcasting.
Quarter number 2 getting set to kick off here in Aberdeen, the first semifinal game of the night. Back and forth tilt here through the first quarter with James Valley Christian on top 16-14 as we get ready to start. And with the call of the second quarter, Gary Ellenbold.
Appreciate it, John, as always. Menke will do the inbound. Tanner Hewer will bring it down, and Potter County will try to tie the ball game and take the lead at 1. Menke on the drive. Hewer drive and fire. It is no good. Traveling violation is going to go against the Battlers, and the Vikings will take it back. And down they come. Caleb Glanger wasting no time. John?
We talked about this with Centerville yesterday, Gary. You can't afford not to take advantage of your opportunities. And right now, there's a lot of opportunities that are going by for this Potter County team.
Looking down low. Trying to get a shot off. They can't get it done there. Walder trying to get it low to Olmstead. He did. He shot. It's good. 18-14, James Valley Christian. Their lead at 4, the biggest of the game. Tanner Storer hands the ball. Top right side, Menke. He'll stop and drain the 3. Fire the hole!
How did you know? You called that before it ever went in.
Sometimes you just know these things, you know. 18-17 score, and we got fun in Aberdeen. This is following up a 5-overtime basketball game from this afternoon. Down low, Albany. It is knocked around, taken again by the Vikings. Albany shot with the hook, it's good. Sky hook, right side baseline, it's in.
Olmstead saved the possession. The defender was right there with him. Slapped it out to a teammate, reset, got it right back and scored it.
Storer is fouled. And that will go against Tim Wager as Wager's bumping the bodies on Storer. Wager's going to get his second personal foul. He'll come out. And Walder, Jaden Walder, will enter play for James Valley Christian. 3-point lead for the Vikings at 20-17. Hinckley is coming in a bit. He'll be joined by Reese Logan. Ball tapped into the air and was taken away by the Vikings. Here is the drive and the shot. Wadle can't get it done. We got a foul.
Well, I think this is going to be called on Potter County. It will be. This is going to be on Ryan Hall Sundberg, 6-foot senior, checked in.
Hall Sundberg, number 33. If he were to balance the basketball in his head, would he be spiking it?
I would think so.
All right.
That's a pretty good looking hawk there.
Yeah, he looks better than ever. Looks the same as it did yesterday, and you know how consistency is important in things like that. First free throw on the way for Wadle, no good. Chase Hall will come back in. Hinckley is in. Welcome in Reese Logan. Hall Sundberg and Hewer will sit down.
Along with Menke.
Menke, all right.
Now I'm making up players for Potter County. That's not good.
Well, there's Hinckley and there's Menke, and it's probably fairly easy to hybrid the two. Second for Wadle is down. 21-17, Vikings leading Battlers. And battling back come the Potter County squad with the ball on the right side. This is Storer. He wants help. Chase Hall up on top. Hall will pop the 3 or do just about anything athletically he wants. He's that gifted. Almost lost the basketball there, though. Room on the driveway. Shots up. Good. Chase Hall.
Once he turned the corner on Wadle, there was nobody back there helping out. Olmstead had his head turned, was watching his man in the corner.
Nothing but burgundy paint and the basket in front of him. Cole Glanzer will roll right side. They set it up inside. Shot is on the way. That's up. That's good. That's Olmstead.
Olmstead with the shot.
Yes.
17-10. St. Thomas More leads Madison halfway through the second period.
Not like a Mike Rickey team. Well, I mean, they've had deficits at halftime before, but they always seem to get out of those. Storer, three-pointer on the way, front of the rim, and no good. Rebound right into the hands of Walder. Here comes Wadle. Quick pass to the left side. Lands a beautiful steal by Storer. Steal attempt. It goes out of bounds. James Valley Christian will keep it, but what a play.
Storer just gave it up. I mean, it lunged full. I mean, just full bore at that basketball. Gave no thought to safety. With those bleachers right there, went sliding into him on his back. He's okay.
He is perfectly fine, and we'll keep it going here with 5:30 to go in the half. 23-19, James Valley Christian. Wadle faking the shot. Won't fake any longer. Shots on the way for 3. No good. Potter County will come up with a rebound, and Chase Hall will bring it down. Hall across the stripe, sets up the offense. Top right of the circle. Comes to the right side for Storer. Tanner Storer, not a bad three-point shooter either. With it is Hawkinson. He'll roll right side, wants the driveway, stops in the wing, comes back to Hall. Chase Hall on the baseline right side, looking on top for somebody. That is going to be a little bit of pitch and catch. Here's the shot from Logan. No, foul.
Wow. Beautiful bit of passing the basketball between Hinckley, Hall, and finally winds up with Logan. Chase Hall, I did not see this side of Chase Hall yesterday, Gary.
No.
The facilitator. In and out, just starting in traffic, behind the back dribbles, no look passes.
And it may be a curveball that James Valley Christian and Darwin Hofer haven't expected.
Maybe so.
First one is on the way.
He's staying really aggressive here through this first half, which is good. And you see him go over to patting Logan on the butt, going, "Hey, don't worry about it, though. They will start falling. Just keep shooting, big fella. Keep shooting."
Ben Lowen is into the game, replacing Waldner for James Valley Christian. JVC the lead of 4 at 23-19. Another free throw on the way. Reese Logan got that one. And with 4:59 to go in the first half, we'll take a timeout. We've got a good one here in Aberdeen. You do that. 23-20, James Valley Christian leading. And we're back after this on South Dakota Public Broadcasting. There we see Senator John Thune taking in the basketball games. He, of course, a product of Murdo High School. His coach was Harold Thune, a.k.a. Dad.
Dad, yep. Listen to him on the court and at home.
That's right. Senator John Thune here. I don't know if he ever played in the state tournament. I don't know if Midland ever got there in his tenure, but
I know he's a big proponent of State B basketball. And
he comes here every year. Here's a shot, three-pointer on the way. Wadle, fire low!
Just catch, square up, and shoot. Doesn't take long at all to get it lined up, and the defense didn't have no time to react to it.
And no one around him to react. Basketball to the Badlers. Down low, it goes over the body of the 6'8" Reese Logan.
That's a pretty tall pass.
Yeah, you can't get it. You can't thread the needle to a 6'8" guy, and it goes that far over his head. You need to check your own strength, probably. 26-20 score. Vikings leading the Badlers by 6. Ball is into the hands of James Valley Christian at the top of the circle. Lowen thinking about the drive. Wadle three-pointer, front of the rim and no good. And coming up with the rebound, it was Reese Logan. Potter County brings it down. 4:05 to go, halfway through quarter number 2. Here's the shot from Storer, skips out, no good. Wadle the authority rebound. He got right around Mitchell Hinckley to get there. JVC's basketball. They make great speakers there. Great speakers come from JVC. Did you know that? Olmsted three-pointer won't go. That glances off the front of the rim. And coming down with the rebound is Potter County. Chase Hall's got it. All around the wheel to the right side. Off the screen. Bodies akimbo. Sets up for Storer. He lost it. Got it back. Logan trying to get open. Here's a shot from Hawkinson. Traveling violation. Potter County. Badlers cough up the basketball. Unkindest cut of all as Hawkinson hit that shot.
Drained it, yeah.
Not going to mean anything now, but they'll try to come back from the 6-point deficit. 26-20 is the score. Lanzer, top left side. Oldestad has it on the high left. They get it on top for Lowen. And Lowen holding it high and dry, trying to get around Chase Hall. He'll get some help from Wadle, Jaden Walder rather, instead of Wadle. On top, high post. Oldestad. He's trying to work on Logan. Bouncer will come down low. Wadle in the crowd. Shots up. No good. He's fouled. Fouled big time. Mitchell Hinckley gets the foul.
Wait a minute. Are they calling intentional?
I did not. They are calling an intentional foul, and what's going to happen there is 2 shots, and they get the ball back. So Wadle will go to the foul line. He'll get 2 shots here. The intentional foul is called on Mitchell Hinckley. First up, good. Last guy on earth you want at the foul line.
Well, critical point of the ballgame right here for Potter County. They had the 3 wiped off. They come down. That would have cut the lead to 3. They come down. Now the intentional foul. The 2 free throws by Wadle, and they get the ball back. And suddenly they're down 8. And depending on what James Valley Christian does with this, it could be double digits.
28-20, JVC lead. Vikings will inbound after the intentional foul. Set it up down low. Olmstead puts it up. Can't have it. Ball goes into the hands of Chase Hall. Potter County's got it back. Not double digits, but a good-sized mountain to climb here in the second quarter. Deep three is on the way. Hawkinson, fire in the hole!
All right, Hawkinson's getting warmed up now. James Valley Christian's going to have to get a body on him.
No such luck on that one as Hawkinson hit it from about 22 feet. Wadle has the ball.
He was in O'Malley territory.
Running the offense. O'Malley was hitting him from Broughton for a while today. Ball is loose, got a foul down low.
That's on Glanzer, offensive foul. Straightened that arm, pushed off. And a critical point in the ballgame here, Gary. Potter County could have folded, could have been very easily down 11, 12, 13 points right now after the three that was waved off and the intentional foul, but they've hung together, only down 5 now.
Bryce Hall, the head coach in his second year, 44-4 his record with the Battlers. A guy built like Bryce Hall tells me to work on my free throw shooting. Guess what I'm doing?
I'm there till my fingers are bleeding.
Yes, Menke on the drive, stops in the driveway, shot from 11, front of the rim and no good, and the ball is out of bounds. It will go to the Battlers. Darwin Hofer not entirely pleased with the call. Not that that'll change anything. And Chase Hall bring the ball in. Hawkinson, he hit a deep three last possession. Top of the wheel, Menke three-pointer, front of the rim and no good. Rolled around, comes into the hands of Wadle. Nathan Wadle brings the ball down for JVC. 2:06 to go. Ball to the top left of the circle. Wadle's got it. He'll set up the offense to direct the traffic and go to the left side. Off the screen he comes. Room on the baseline. He is quadruple teamed and put the shot up. Here's Wadle with the putback. He can't get that. And it's going to be saved for going out of bounds. Another opportunity. They missed that. Here's another one. And the Vikings keep the basketball. My gosh, how Olmstead, the drive, the dive, good. That can be a backbreaker. An opportunity like that. They had 5 opportunities underneath. Ball just about went out of bounds. Wadle with the save. I don't know how Wadle got that putback after the first miss.
Don't know how he got the first shot.
Hall puts it up. Offensive foul. Wave it off. Bring it to the Vikings. Foul is on Chase Hall. Player control foul. Never any shots on those. So
well, that's 5 points this quarter they've lost, Gary.
Yeah, it sure is. And right now it would be a 30-28 game with those points.
And you can't take points off the board against a team as good as James Valley Christian. I don't care who you are.
Vikings, the #1 seed, looking for a trip in the state final. Battlers are too, and they're just down 7. Plenty of basketball left here, as Langford and White River proved this afternoon with a 5 overtime game. Wadle stops, fires 15-footer off the side of the rim. Can't buy the thrill. Hawkinson will get the rebound. Battlers bring it down with 55 seconds to go in the half. Menke on top. Storer, here's the shot for 3. Front of the iron, no good. Menke follows, puts it up, going to foul.
Wow, I thought they might run something for Hawkinson. He's hit his last 2 threes. Instead, Storer, a quick shot from up top. I'm not sure if it's what Coach Hall was looking for, but right there's Caleb Menke to clean up the mess. As he was being pushed out of bounds underneath the basket, somehow the 6'3" junior was able to lean back and get enough English on that ball to spin it off the glass and put it in.
Chase Severs is coming in. He'll replace Hawkinson.
That's tough to do, Mr. Ellenbolt.
No doubt. Menke is at the free throw line. He will get the 1 foul shot after he made the basket. He can cut this to 4 points. Now, if you don't take those 5 points off the board, Potter County's tied right now. Shot on the way, Menke, free throw good. It's a 4-point contest. Very close to the halftime. 30-26, James Valley Christian leading. Down the floor is Olmstead. They'll set up 1 shot. Working the offense. Right side they come. Thinking about the shot for a second was Wallner. Back to Olmstead. Olmstead looking low, coming up high. Lowen had it, then Olmstead again. Just working for 1 here. Official saying, come after these guys. There's the 5-second count starting. With it is Wadle. He's in the center circle. Guarded and somewhat tough by Chase Sevier. Rolling right side, right-hand dribble. Looking on top. Nothing there. 13 seconds. They are a long way from the hoop. On the drive, here comes Wadle. Tough guy to stop. Anywhere in the court. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Olmstead got to get moving. He's got a couple of bodies on him. He'll try the bomb at the buzzer. No! Front of the rim. Here's the shot. Blocked. as time expires, and a 30-26 lead for James Valley Christian over Potter County. Fascinating first half of basketball. We'll tell you more after this break on South Dakota Public Broadcasting.
Free statewide broadcast of this South Dakota High School Sports Championship is underwritten by the thousands of members of the Friends of South Dakota Public Broadcasting, by Mid-Continent Communications, and by Dakota Bank.
Well, it's halftime here at the State B, the first semifinal game. Potter County and James Valley Christian right now hanging in there. Potter County only down 4 at halftime, 30-26 at the State A in Sioux Falls. Still about 4 minutes to play before the first half is in the books, and St. Thomas More leads Madison 21-15. Quick look at the numbers for you in the first half. And right now, St. Thomas More, where am I at? Get back over on the right screen here, Sieber. There we go. Potter County shooting 9 of 26 from the field for 34%. 12 of 27 for James Valley Christian for 44%. At one time, James Valley Christian was up around 68% for the game there in the first quarter. Cooled off just a little bit. Free throws, 4 of 10 for Potter County, 1 of 8 for James Valley Christian. That's threes on the free throws, 5 of 6 for James Valley Christian, 4 of 5 for Potter County. 9 assists for James Valley Christian on 13 made baskets. You can't ask for much better than that. 7 turnovers for each team and 1 block apiece. And right now we will go to our PA announcer for our special halftime presentation.
At this time, could we have your attention, please? Tonight, the South Dakota Basketball Coaches Association will induct 1 member into the South Dakota Basketball Coaches Hall of Shrine. Tonight's recipient will be inducted into the Coaches Hall of Shrine. That is Randy Thomas. Randy graduated from Faith High School in 1970. As a senior, Randy began officiating. He began with grade school, junior varsity, and amateur games until he registered in 1975. This year of officiating marks his 39th year. In 1997, Randy received the NFOA Distinguished Service Award for active officials. In 2004, he received the South Dakota High School Activities Association Distinguished Service Award for contest officials. Randy and his wife Mona have 2 children, Tanya and Jamie, and 5 grandchildren. Presenting the award this evening is Joe Auk, Assistant Executive Director of the South Dakota High School Activities Association. Ladies and gentlemen, Randy Thomas. Once again, the band of the day. The Bowdoin High School Band under the direction of Rhonda Strobel and Kelly Marlette.
Going to Randy Thomas here at halftime of our first semifinal game. 30-26. Vikings leading the Battlers here. We'll look at some more numbers, talk some halftime stuff coming up right after this quick timeout on South Dakota Public Broadcasting.
Free statewide broadcast of this South Dakota High School Championship event is brought to you in part by the thousands of members of the Friends of South Dakota Public Broadcasting, by Farmers Union Insurance, by SDN Communications, and by the Independent Insurance Agents of South Dakota.
Individual numbers for the first half. Both teams with some pretty good performances by individual players. Nathan Wadel with 12 points, 8 rebounds for James Valley Christian, 4 points for Tim Wager, and 2 points for Alex Waldner, 12 points for Andrew Ovalstan as well. Ovalstan 6 of 10 from the field here in this first half. 12 points for Caleb Minke. Minke started hot, hit his first 2 3-pointers, cooled off a bit. He hit 3, wound up 3 of 6 for the first half for 12 points for Caleb Minke for Potter County. 4 points on the evening for Mitchell Hinckley, 2 for Chase Hall, but Hall has got 4 assists. 5 points for Cole Hawkinson. He's 1 of 1 on threes, actually 2 of 2, but they waved the one off. Reese Logan with 3 points. He's 3 of 4. Can we still count that? Of course not, because it's not on the board. Right. Can't count that. Hey, if you weren't with us this afternoon, we had what we believe, Gary. Now, I've talked to people around the area here at the State B tournament.
Right.
I've talked to Gene Brunell, who runs the tournament.
Who would know?
And To the best of our knowledge, the information that I have, this was the first 5 overtime game at not just the State B tournament, but any state tournament in South Dakota.
So the fans who were here, the players, a part of history. There have been 6 overtime games in the regular season in South Dakota. Redfield and Wessington Springs played one in 1991. That was a 63-62 win. And then Ethan defeated Embry in 6 overtimes, 46-43 in 1987.
I knew there had been 5 overtime games before during the regular season, but to the best of our knowledge, and I'm sure if there's somebody out there watching us that has information on when it would have been other than today, they'll know how to get in touch with us.
One of the worst scores, and I was not a witness to this game. Somebody was talking about like the low scores, a bunch of guys at breakfast, and somebody had heard of a 3-2 game, and then someone actually beat that. The final was 1-0 in overtime.
Wow.
You just wonder sometimes.
Had to hit a free throw, huh?
Somebody had to. You just wonder.
Well, give him 1/3 of a 3.
Could have rebuilt the building with all the bricks in there.
1/3 of a 3 or half of a 2. What do you want, buddy?
Yeah. It's like going in with an $18 bill and asking for change. Do you want 3 6s or 2 9s?
Well, they probably, the 1 point was probably a forfeit. The game was forfeited, so they had to put something up there.
Okay, but isn't the forfeit 2-0? No, forfeit's 1-0, 2-0 in football, 9-0 in baseball. You tell me. We're into the second half. James Valley Christian, the 4-point lead on Potter County, and Nathan Weedle has the basketball. He'll drive and fire. It's no good off the front of the rim. Menke coming up with the rebound in the crowd, and Potter County will try to cut it to 2 or 1. Right side, here they come. Hawkinson, big crowd. Top right side, it'll go to Hall. Shots on the way, left side, up, good for Heward.
Wow, Chase Hall. Good look from Hall. First went to Hawkinson. Hawkinson wanted that 3. Glanzer came out on him quick. Wouldn't let him shoot it. Reversed it to Hall, and Hall looked inside and found Heward.
7 minutes to 22, just underway second half. Winner to the state final tomorrow night against either Platte-Geddes or Ethan. Ball taken away by Chase Hall. Hall, an incredible athlete, flying down the floor, coming right side. Shot from 14 is up, off the rim, no good. Olmstead by his lonesome for the rebound. Here comes JVC. Cole Glanzer in traffic. Shot is up, good. That was a pretty shot by Cole Glanzer. Found room on the driveway. Put the shot up, put it down. Here's Heward. The other way they come. Over through Hawkinson. Out of bounds. Vikings have it.
Now, and Glanzer jumped up to take Heward and just forced that pass to go long. I think that shot by Chase Hall, who's done a lot of great things for Potter County here in this throughout this ball game and throughout the season.
Right.
That shot by Hall the last time down might have been just a little bit too quick.
4-point lead for the Vikings, 32-28. Glanzer will get it to not Weidel, but Walter. Right side, Olmstead, one-hander, good to foul!
Well, Olmstead went up to set the screen. Minke was kind of standing underneath the screen, but Olmstead came back around. Minke wasn't fast enough to beat him to the spots. Didn't anticipate well enough in order to get there.
34-28 at the free throw line. Olmstead, shot is good. All he gets, all he needs, 35-28.
James Valley Christian puts a lot of emphasis on starting the quarters, and especially the third quarter.
Off to a hard start again as they lead up by 7 points. Top left side, Hawkinson. He is way out, won't take the shot over Walder. Head to the left side. Down low they come. Menke in a crowd. Rejected opening. Ball will come to the hands of the Vikings. Bryce Hall wants a foul. Nothing coming. Glanzer with a quick pass to the left side. Walder's shot on the way from the baseline. No good. Coming up with the rebound is Potter County. And coming up to the board, Mitchell Hinckley. Right side is Tanner Heward. Quick pass to the left side. Hinckley. They'll get it over to Hall. Chase Hall shot for 3. No good. One and done for the Battlers as it goes to Walder. Left side, here's Weedle. One to beat. Thought about the three-pointer in the worst way. It comes down low instead. Walder will kick it back out to Amen Quarter to the left side. And a timeout called by Darwin Hofer on James Valley Christian. Basically, there were 3 defenders on the ball handler. There were 2 Potter County defenders and then the baseline. So rather than give up the possession, Coach Hofer calls the timeout. 35-28, Vikings leading, 5:46 in the third.
Well, looking at some of the numbers here, we'll run through real quick for you. Good start by James Valley Christian here in this quarter. Already a 5-2 scoring advantage for James Valley Christian. They're 14 of 31, 45% from the field. 1 of 8 on threes, 6 of 7 at the free throw line. And the thing we were looking at, Gary, was the 9 assists on 15 made buckets for James Valley Christian. Boy, pretty much a packed house here at the Bees tonight, isn't it?
Oh, my goodness, fun. I just love this atmosphere in Aberdeen, and Aberdeen does an incredibly nice job. Olvestad will bring it out high. He gets the inbound pass as they throw it about 3/4 court. Olvestad coming back the other way and runs the offense. Up top they come with it on the top of the wheel. This is not Waldner, excuse me, but that will be on Wager. Now, the ball comes to Wadle. Top left of the circle. Looks for help on the down low. Ball's taken away. Hewer with the steal in traffic, and here he comes down the floor. Hewer rolls left side, spins, fires, no good. Drilled and fouled, he'll get 2.
Hewer on the other end. Great anticipation, came off his man to help. James Valley Christian thought they had a wide open backdoor cut that time. And Hewer with the steal.
Tanner Hewer at the free throw line. H-E-U-E-R is Hewer, 65% free throw shooter, first good. Substitutions, Colton Hall is coming in for Potter County. And entering the game will be Jaden Waldner for James Valley Christian. Vikings the lead of 6, 35-29. Hewer gets another free throw. He eyes the prize, he shoots, it's off the front of the rim and no good. Line drive off the front of the iron. And the rebound coming to James Valley Christian. Olvestad came up with it. Waldner looks for room left side. Nothing there. Top left of the circle. Olvestad, he'll give it a shot. Down low on the post. Baseline, they had it for Waldner for just a second. Here comes Wadle. He's in traffic. He'll shoot. One-hander is good.
Kid is smooth, isn't he?
Smooth as a gravy sandwich, as I've heard the expression, as Wadle came up with a shot from about 10 away. Menke driving, shooting. Other end good.
Tough move by Menke, ducking around Jaden Waldner, who stood there.
There you see Menke, number 23. Caught it by the width of the headband. Ball is down low, but it will leave the hands of Waldner. The very hard pass from Olvestad that I don't think Waldner was expecting. And it goes out, and it comes the other way. And we're going to get a timeout. This one for us, it's 37-31. James Valley Christian leading, and we're back after this on South Dakota Public Broadcasting. 37-31, James Valley Christian leading Potter County. Got a Pier Sixer in the A tournament semifinals. St. Thomas More looking for a girls-boys sweep in Class A basketball championships. Right now the Cavaliers leading defending champion Madison 22-20. Our score here, 37-31, James Valley Christian leading. Colton Hall will bring the ball down the floor for the Potter County Battlers in the road red as the number 5 seed defeating Faith 61-58 in the first round yesterday. Chase Hall on the high post, wants the driveway, finds the driveway, shots on the way, not gonna go, he's fouled.
Wow, that shows you something about the strength of Chase Hall. He was hit, wrapped up, took the contact, knocked over, and he still managed to get the shot away.
If I hadn't seen him throw 8 touchdown passes in a state playoff final, I still wouldn't believe it, but I was there and had the opportunity, the honor to broadcast. Right side is Hall. He's kicking off to the top left side. Hawkinson, deep 3 on the way. Got the front of the rim, but barely. It's going to be taken by Potter County. Ball is loose on the floor. Wadle's got it. Here comes Waldner on the drive. Maybe break. Shot up and good.
Hawkinson took that 3. He was about a step outside of his range where he wanted to be there. Good defense by James Valley Christian.
Right side of the circle. Ball goes off the foot of somebody. Potter County's going to keep it. Here's Colton Hall for 3. That goes off the front of the rim and hard. Almost see the backboard bend as the ball hit it. Ball will come to the left side of the shot. No good. We got a foul to come the other way. That's on the Battlers.
A little frustration there by Colton Hall. Had a couple of good looks ahead. Couldn't get either one of them down. His team needs a basket right now. They're down 8. And James Valley Christian with the basketball. The dangerous point of the ball game right here, Gary.
And that was one of those fouls. My dad always used to say, if you make a mistake, and then a little later you make another one, you've made 2 mistakes. And so basically that frustration foul is absolutely right. Missed the shot, had trouble in the traffic, and then committed the foul when they lost the basketball. 39-31, Vikings lead it. Nathan Waddle's had a very good game, a good tournament. He'll roll right side, bouncer down low, shots up, good, the foul!
Oh, that was just great teamwork right there between Wager and Waddle. Waddle just kept flooring the defense into him, and then when he dribbled toward Wager, Wager's man stepped off toward Waddle, and that's when Wager broke back door.
Hinckley picks up the foul. That'll be Hinckley's second. At the free throw line is Wager, no good. Put back on the way from Waddle. He gets another opportunity. It's good. That went off the side of the backboard into his hands. He tried the second shot and he made it. 43-31, whistle on the other end as things getting fairly physical here, Brett.
Just the last 60 seconds or so, both players on both sides get a little frustrated with their play.
Tanner Storrs into the game. He's at the free throw line. The foul on James Valley Christian, that was Olvestead, and he'll have his first. Chase Hall, Bryce Hall talking things over. Hinckley joining the conversation. 31 Storer at the free throw line, made the first. Tanner Storer, 5'8" freshman. Eyes of the state on him. Of course, how do you top a 5 overtime game? I mean, you have a 5 overtime game, you can have all the eyes of the state that you want on somebody, and might not mean as much. 43-33, both free throws are good. Waldner. Top of the circle, ball is knocked loose, weave, a whistle, and kicking the basketball with Potter County. That should go back to James Valley Christian. JVC will pick up the basketball. Olvestead will do the inbound. Wager backpedaling, waiting for Olvestead to get the inbound. They'll go instead to Waldner. Right side they come. Shots on the way. Waddle from 13. It's good.
He just keeps adding to the total. Right now, 18 points, 11 rebounds in the game for Nathan Waddle.
Already with a double-double, and we are a long way from done in this one. Menke's shot off the front of the rim and no good. Rebound is fought for on the floor. It's going to go out, and it will go to James Valley Christian.
Well, Rohr and Logan, or Storr and Logan right there, both fighting for it. Neither one could get it cleanly. And kind of rolled it out.
Olvestead down low, shots on the way, gets a foul. And
no foul, travel.
All right, traveling violation is going to be the call. And Darwin Hofer, enraged on the sideline, needs to be very careful. He doesn't get the technical foul here, and he won't. He's just going to walk away. He's still plenty frustrated with the call. The bucket would have gone if not for the travel, but maybe he wouldn't have had the chance to put the shot up if not for the travel. Left side they come. Menke has the ball. He looks for help. Somebody open to the top of the circle, but Menke will go to Amen corner to score instead. Ball is swatted away. Panic at the disco for the Vikings. Shot is up and good. Give it to Wager.
Even the easy passes are not easy with James Valley Christian, and right now they're up 14.
47-33. Ball is loose, out of bounds. Potter County will keep it.
Just that quickly, Gary. Things can turn around with this James Valley Christian squad.
Chase Hall gets the ball out on top. Storrs there. Top of the wheel, Menke. He won't try the 25-footer Rory O'Malley special. He'll roll to the right side of the circle. Bodies a bump it. Bodies akimbo down on the floor. On the top of the circle for just a second, that was Hawkinson. Here's Hall. He's capable of popping the 20-footer, but he gives it instead to Storer. He's in the big crowd. Shot from 14, in, out, no good. Olvestead the rebound. Here come the Vikings in the break. Olvestead, quick pass to the right side. Nobody there. Leaning for the pass was Wager. He fell down. It went past him. The ball did, out of bounds. Potter County is going to get it back. They are getting opportunities with the basketball, but they've got to convert, and a few times tonight they haven't, John.
Well, that's the story of the game right now. That's why they're down 14.
Badlers, left side. Menke has the ball. Amen corner. Bouncer to Storer. Won't take the 15-footer, but he'll drive for 14. It's good.
Well, finally Storer gets one of those in. He's had about 3 chances in there, and that's the first one that's gone down for him. First points on the game for Storer.
Well, you better sit down for this one while you never count a Mike Rickey team out. Mike Rickey, the head coach at Madison, they have come back to take the lead on St. Thomas More. 51 seconds left, third period. 26-23 is that score. The Bulldogs leading the Cavaliers inside the friendly confines of the Sioux Falls Arena. That action on SDPB TV1. Our game here, this is the B tournament. We've got one game to go tonight, and then 4 tomorrow. I can't imagine this tournament could get any more interesting. 47-35 our score now. James Valley Christian is leading Potter County. Battlers coming out onto the floor after their last second instructions from their head coach, Bryce Hall. Hall in his second season at Potter County. And Darwin Hofer, who's a little bit calmer anyway, giving some last second instructions to Waldner. Alex Waldner, the 5'11 senior. Waldner has 4 points for JVC. Their leader is Wadle with 18. Olvestad has 15 right behind him. Vikings basketball. Waldner, Olvestad on the high post. Left side they bring it. Wager looks for help. Finds somebody. That's Waldner. The drive, the dive, it's good.
Mismatch. James Valley Christian exploited it. They had 6'8 Logan trying to guard the wall. Little 5'9 Waldner. Didn't work.
Storer has it right side. Room on the baseline. Can't get it there. Will come to Hall. He's Hall down low. Throws it away from the 6'8 Reese Logan. And James Valley Christian has a chance to expand the 14-point lead that they have. Don't know if Logan was expecting that pass or to have that pass come quite as hard.
Well, the pass was really wide, too. You try to pass your teammates open, and in order for that pass to work for Logan, but it had to have been right on his hands. It was about 3 feet wide of him, and there's no way Logan's going to stretch out and grab that ball in that short amount of time.
40 seconds left, third quarter. JVC, the 14-point advantage. Top of the wheel, wide open. Waldner, fire in the hole! Nothing to it. It took about a month to get to the hoop, but down it went. 52-35. Vikings getting this one wide open. Foul in the hole is going to come against James Valley Christian.
You know, only 2 points. Well, when you look at it, I mean, there's with this little swing here in the third quarter for James Valley Christian, they're outscoring them 19-9 here in the third. And it's just been a matter of a couple missed opportunities, Gary. And you miss a shot, they score, you miss another shot, turn the ball over. Next thing you know, you're down by 17 points.
Here's Hinckley right side. Decked as he tries the shot. Glanzer will pick up the foul. You'll put Hinckley at the line for a couple. Foul is actually not going to go. Or it's going to go on Glanzer. All right. And Cole Glanzer will get foul number 4. Shot is on the way. No good. Hinckley, you talk about opportunities. They're there for a couple of shots to at least get the score closer. You've got to hit your free throws.
You have to take advantage of every opportunity you're presented right now. It's a critical point of the ball game.
23 seconds left. Shot was up and good. Colton Hall will come in, replace Chase Hall. And Chase Hall will sit down next to the rest of the Battlers. 52-36, JVC leading. 23.1 seconds. Coming up, the late game, Platte-Geddes against Ethan. That will be the final game of the day here. And also the way to find out how we get our second and last finalist in the state tournament. Olverstead shot, no good. Here's the shot on the way, up and good, Waldner. The favorable bounce, the 54-36 lead, JVC. Shot from half court at the buzzer, no gonna go. And we're done with 3 here at Aberdeen's Barnett Center. 54-36, James Valley Christian breaking this one wide open. We'll take a break, come back for the 4th on South Dakota Public Broadcast.
Well, at the State A in Sioux Falls, Madison has come back from a big deficit, 21-15 deficit at halftime to take a 32-23 lead with 6 minutes to play in the ballgame there. Here it's 54-36, James Valley Christian. Here's Gary.
Here's Storer with the shot. He missed it. Appreciate the intro, John. Coming up with Wadle with the basketball. He got the rebound. Back to Wadle, top left side of the wheel. Potter County. Thought they were showing zone for a little bit there. Looking toward the left side of the circle. Olvestad down low. Wadle shots up. Pretty move inside. Couldn't get it done. Olvestad, the second putback, good. That's 3 shots underneath. Potter County can't afford to let that happen now, John.
That's a dynamite 1-2 punch for you with Olvestad and Wadle.
Battlers basketball. 20-point advantage for James Valley Christian at 56-36. Menke looking for help left side. No good. Foul.
Well, and every opportunity James Valley Christian has, they're taking advantage of it. Potter County is not. That's the difference in the ball game right now. That's why it's a 20-point lead.
Wadle gets the foul.
10 possessions here in the last 7 minutes, 20 seconds, Gary. That when you look at the number of possessions, it's 10 possessions. Now, can Potter County stop James Valley Christian for 10 possessions while they score on those 10?
Very difficult. Very difficult this late in the game. 56-37. First one for Meinke is good. Second one is on the way. Hit that one too.
Well, Cole Hawkinson back in the ball game. Alex Waldner has been covering up Hawkinson very well all night tonight. The 2 times he got loose, he knocked down 3s. Only 1 counted though.
Waldner to Waldner. This is Alex Waldner, right side. Got the ball from Jade. Onto the driveway. Bouncing to the right side. Olmsted 7. Can't buy the thrill. Rebound Store. Pretty board. Some big country there. Down the floor he comes. Store right side, right dribble. Grimes on the left side. Shots up good.
Bodies all over the court. And the youngster is ready to roll.
Put it up, put it down. Store, the freshman, making it 56-40. It's not over yet. Big hill to climb for the Potter County squad. But they'll try to get it done. Ball is going to go out of bounds and landing into the second row of the bleachers with Nathan Wadle. He's all right.
Huge Potter County contingent on hand here, and right now they're letting their voices be heard. This is where we saw Potter County start to take control yesterday too, and they game with Faithless in the 4th quarter.
Need to get it moving. Shot for Hinckley, missed it. Right there for him, put it up too far underneath. Shot on the other end, it's up, it's good. Alex Walker with the bucket.
That's not going to help you right there.
58-40 the score. Racehorsing it down. It's Chase Hall. Shot is on the way. It's up, it's good.
And every time that Potter County scores, James Valley Christian's got somebody sneaking down the sideline for that baseball pass. It's worked several times tonight.
JVC is the basketball. They've got the lead, 16-point advantage at 58-42. They've had it by as many as 20 at 56-36. Wadle with the shot. He is nailed and fouled. That is going to go on Meinke. 3-2 on the red with the hack. 58-42 remains to score. He'll put Wadle at the free throw line after he fixes the breezers. Wadle's had a really good night, a great tournament. First is up and good. That is the 19th point for Wadle. Nice balance for James Valley Christian. Wadle is 19, Olmsted 17, and then Alex Waldner has 13 points. The Vikings have 59. They lead it big over Potter County, 59-42. Second free throw shot, good. Nathan Wadle with 2 points. He's got up to 20 now. 5-53. Clock can't move quickly enough for Darwin Hofer and the James Valley Christian Vikings. Meinke has the ball stripped away. It is taken away. Panic at the disco for the Vikings. Waldner, 15, good. Alex Waldner got the steal, took it the rest of the way, put up the 15-footer from the free throw line. It's up and in, 62-42, and back up to 20 for James Valley Christian. Vikings looking to get to the state final tomorrow night here in Aberdeen. The Bees. Meinke, planning room right side. Driveway, shots up, no good. Ball is taken by Hewer. I don't know how he got that one in the big crowd. Puts it up, short, no good, foul.
Who's it on? I didn't. There we go.
Okay, that's going to be. Yep, Hinckley will pick up the foul. He's pleading his case with the official. The official told him, "I'm not changing it. Go do what you have to do." And what he has to do is go back and play defense. James Valley Christian is just smoking right now. The second half has been an incredible exhibition for him.
Well, and right now throughout on a 19-8 run here in the second half.
With the ball on a very nice move. That was Wadle. Sets up left side. Ball goes off a couple of people, and it will stay in Potter County possession. They're going to get it back. 4:59 to go in the 4th quarter. Vikings lead the Battlers. James Valley Christian 62, Potter County 42. We're back after this on South Dakota Public Broadcasting. 62-42. James Valley Christian leading Gettysburg. The A tournament, 3:18 to go. It's all Madison. 34-31 is the score. They lead it here with 3:18 in the 4th. And from the NCAA tournament, what are the 3 sweetest words in the month of March, John?
Duke lost. Wait, that's only 2.
Yeah.
Ohio State lost. That's 3. There you go.
There you go. I'm thinking Duke got beat, but
Oh, obviously.
oh, my state tournament headache comes late, but here it is. Pass inside to Hewer, well over his head. Colton Hall tries to fire the pass. Hewer couldn't come up with it. And back the other way we come. James Valley Christian the ball. The big lead. They have it by 20 at 62-42.
They scored more points in the third quarter than they had scored the entire first half. Scoop shot. Oh.
Scoop shot down low. Here's Wadle. Kicked it off to the right side. Now the top of the circle. Nice steal by Hall. Here comes Hall all by his lonesome. Shots up. He better hit that one, and he did. What a great steal. Just a momentary lapse of concentration. That's all Chase Hall needed to get the steal in the bucket. Olvestad on the right side. Quickly top left side of the circle. Thinking about it is shot from Walder. There it is. Here's the other Walder trying the shot. He'll kick it off to the right instead. No good. And a foul. As the shot was tried eventually by Tristan Weeding. The foul was away from the basketball. Number 0, or as John calls him, Mr. 0, Colton Hall, picked up the personal foul. And at the line is Weeding. I think we can make some time between games to talk to a United States Senator, can't we, John?
We sure can. I'll be more than happy to get my seat up for you, buddy.
John Thune is in the house, and we'll get that done.
I'll get my seat up.
Shot is no good. Wadle tried to get it done. He couldn't. Potter County brings it down. 62-44 is the score. And a foul as Olvestad was trying to get the basketball. Got part of the body instead. Andrew Olvestad is going to get the foul. 3:55, fourth quarter. 62-44, James Valley Christian. Championship game coming up tomorrow night. One of these teams will be in it. Platte-Geddes and Ethan will be on the other side of the bracket.
Well, when you think about Olvestad, here he is, 6'5". You know, normally the post player, but he's been able to come out on the floor and guard the smaller post players for Potter County. You know, showing ball handling skills. He can dribble, take it to the basket.
Walder left side in traffic, puts it up too hard. Right there was Chase Hall. Put up about a 7-footer. It went 9. Hall was there for the rebound. He'll come the other way, coming right side. Hewer in traffic. Right side they'll come. Shot for Menke. That is from 15. That's off the back of the rim. And coming up with the rebound is Wadle. Quickly down low. Glanzer. The shot is good.
Well, pick their poison. Have both of them back there waiting. Glanzer and Waldner.
20-point advantage for the Vikings. 64-44. And Bryce Hall calling timeout with 3:21 left. What can you possibly say to your team? You're at the 3:21 mark, you're down 20 points. How do you get them back into it?
Play every possession, boys. Let's go.
It can be done, and it has been done. So coming back from 18 with 3:21 left in this kind of atmosphere may be a very difficult thing to do. Well, it is a very difficult thing to do.
It's a big hill to climb, but yeah, it all starts with defense. On the defensive end, you have to get stops. If you don't get stops, you have no chance to score. And if you get stops and don't score, you're still going to get beat.
And you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Exactly.
So you've got to get it done here. 2:02, fourth quarter. This is the A tournament in Sioux Falls. Madison not over yet, but they've got the 5-point cushion, John.
Well, Madison, the defending A champs, the only defending state champion left in the race, right?
Because Pier lost yesterday in the first round, and of course here last night, White River fell. White River falling to Ethan. Their reward for falling in the first round, playing 5 overtimes this afternoon, and falling to Langford. Wonder how Paul Ross is doing right now.
Probably hasn't moved since they got him on the bus. He expended a lot of energy. He didn't run up and down the court as much as the kids did, but he was pretty close from the end of the bench to the end of the court.
Really a study in contrast between the coaching styles of Paul Ross and Eldon Marshall from White River. Here's the shot on the way. No good. Menke got his own rebound. It's on the way. Second one wouldn't fall. And who's going to keep it? Nobody. As it goes rolling, finally Potter County's got it as it goes into the hands of Cole Hawkinson. Down the stretch we come. 3-minute mark. 64-44 James Valley Preston. Coming up with the shot. It's good. Up and down from Hinckley. Hinckley making it a 64-46 game. Battlers are battling indeed. Losing the basketball, then getting it back. Chase Hall, amen, corner left side. Making for three. Fire! It's up and down for Mankey. 15 points. The advantage now for the Vikings. 2:34 to go. 64-49. James Valley Christian the lead. We got a shot. It's good. The foul.
What an answer. Ovalstad and Waldner. Or excuse me, Wadle. Ovalstad and Wadle. Oh, two-man game there.
Mankey picks
Knew
up
right
the
where
foul.
it was.
And coming out of the ball game temporarily is Mitchell Hinckley. And looking for his 23rd point of the game is Whalen. And he missed it. Rebound coming into the hands of Ryan Hall Sundberg for Potter County. Here's Storer, three-pointer on the way, back of the iron, top of the backboard. That just about fell anyway. Which leaves me to question on this when we get a chance here. Glanzer in the big crowd gets across the line. 2:13 to go in the fourth. Glanzer lost it, got it back. Hall Sundberg providing the defense. Right side they come. Olmstead lost the basketball. Storer's got it. Baby break for Potter County. Rolling to the right side. Bryce Hall wants a foul. Nothing called. Down low they come. Chase Hall, the shot is up and good. Interesting bit of suspension on the part of Chase Hall. He was up in the air for a long time. Got the shot up on the roll. Put it up and in. It's 66-51. Might be a little late to start the run for Potter County, but the Battlers are not going away here, John. Certainly not without a scrap.
Not going to go away at all, but they've expended a lot of energy to this point right now in the last couple of minutes. See if they have enough to sustain it over the final minute 55 here and make this a ball game. 53 seconds to play at the state aim. Madison leads St. Thomas More 36-32.
You just have a feeling whenever Madison's involved, they're going to find a way. And I'll never forget what Mike Rickey told us when Madison won the state title last year. We were out in Rapid City. They were down 8 points at halftime, the T area. And he told me in the postgame when I talked to him, he said, yeah, I looked in our kids' eyes and I knew we had it. And that's how it went. Going into the second half, and Madison got the win, pulling away from the T area Titans. Right here at 66-51, James Valley Christian. Wadle win inbound. Here comes Glanzer against some backcourt pressure. He is going to get fouled. Old Sundberg will pick up the personal foul. Try to get a few words with Darwin Hofer, the head coach of the Vikings, after this one's done. I'll have you go ahead and take care of Coach Hofer if you wouldn't mind.
I sure will.
You can talk with him for a little bit. Also, we'll visit with U.S. Senator John Thune as part of our post-game/pregame report. Glanzer misses the free throw. Hall Sundberg got the rebound, and down he comes. He's over the line, bumping the bodies, looking right side. Foul is going to go against Tim Wager for James Valley Christian. 15-point lead. Wager will lead the game because that's his 5th foul. Here will lead with 8 points. And James Valley Christian, a minute 46 from getting into the state B championship game tomorrow. You think it's loud and intense in here. You wait until we get to that championship game and that semifinal round tomorrow night. Or I mean the third place round. Shot is on the way. Hall Sundberg can't get it done. And it comes into the hands of James Valley Christian. Here's Wallner. Quick pass to the left side. Glanzer, nice save. In traffic. Loses the ball. Hall Sundberg last to touch it. No, evidently a Viking last to touch it as we are coming the way of Potter County. Got to make up 15 points in a minute and 36 seconds. Just to tie this one and send it to overtime. Hall Sundberg takes the long inbound. Top right side, Hawkinson. On top now, high post. Here's the long shot. 3 for Hall. Can't get it done. Rebound, Wadle. Nathan Wadle fighting Mankey and winning the battle. He's got it. JVC will slow it down, set it up, try to bleed some time. Maybe wrap this one up here. Here is the shot from Walder. Down low, it's good. Got the feed from Olmstead. Walder put it up and in. Minute 5 to go in the ball game. Ball is taken away on the missed shot. Ball's pinballed around. This is Waldner. He loses it. Goes into the hands of Mankey. And the Battlers bring it down. Potter County, Chase Hall. Bumped the bodies. Got a whistle. Foul. Counts a bucket. Foul on the block is going to go on Glanzer for James Valley Christian. And Glanzer will get the personal foul. That is going to be his 5th. Second James Valley Christian player to foul out of the ball game. 68-53 here. Chase Hall, who's had a really good game, 10 points. And some dispute whether or not the basket's going to count.
Well, that's how loud it is in here, Gary. The official at the scorer's table is trying to yell to get the official's attention on the court 10 feet in front of him, and you can't hear him.
Ben Lowen is going to come into the game. He will replace Glanzer. Here's the free throw. No, lane violation. And we got a whistle. A short timeout is going to be called here. It blew a whistle. I didn't see anyone moving a whole lot, so we figured the lane violation. We've got a long timeout called, full timeout, and that'll be by Bryce Hall. Not ready to concede this one with 53 and a half seconds left. 68-53 score. James Valley Christian into the championship game tomorrow, and the Battlers will battle for 3rd place as they take on whoever loses their next game between Platte-Geddes and Ethan. Number 6 seed Ethan, number 7 seed Platte-Geddes. Frank Cutler's squad getting it done again with a win over the 2nd seeded school, the Langford area, and that final score was 58-50 last night. How are the A's coming?
Well, that's what I was looking at here to see what we could find. 2 seconds left. Looks like Madison is going to be back in the championship game. They lead St. Thomas More 38-32.
53 and a half seconds left. James Valley Christian's basketball. Alex Walder has it poked away. The foul. Hall Sundberg is going to get that, and Ryan Hall Sundberg will have a second foul. At the free throw line will be Walder. Alex has had a busy night. Free throw is missed. He was looking for a 16th point. Didn't get it. 47 seconds. Mankey comes down the floor. He's over the line. Top right side, Storer. Logan in trouble. Trying to get around the James Valley Christian player, and he's fouled on the block. That will go to the foul line for Potter County. 40-32 our final. Madison advances to another state title game. Storer at the free throw line. So the Madison Bulldogs and Mike Rickey get it done again. Get the 8-point decision over St. Thomas More. And they were trailing for a good chunk of the first half, and then all of a sudden remembered who they were, turned back into the Madison Bulldogs. And that final, again, 40-32. Shots on the way. This Storer kid's going to make some noise in the state by the time that's over. There he goes again. 68-55 score. And a whistle. Bodies all over the place. Foul is going to go on Storer for Potter County. 38.4 seconds left. We have a jam-packed post-game report for you. We'll talk with the winning coach, Darwin Hofer of James Valley Christian, head to the state championship game. And we'll get a couple of minutes worth of thoughts from U.S. Senator John Thune. Thune, a big basketball fan from a basketball family. And quite a bloodline there. That's one of the things we'll discuss. We'll talk about the B tournament as well. Second shot is on the way. Waldner got it. Off the front of the rim, then the side of the rim. 15-point lead. They'll win it here. James Valley Christian headed to the state final. Hall will put up the shot with 31 left. Can't have it. Rebound to Wadle. Nathan Wadle has had an incredible ball game against the trap. Ball is taken away, and a timeout is called. Bryce Hall calls the timeout with Menke on his back with the basketball against his chest. 70-55 the score. They didn't want to give up possession, and so they won't. And so the final timeout used by Bryce Hall here from Potter County. 70-55, 24.8 seconds left. Our winners already today, Faith. The Longhorns defeated Centerville 62-45. Our second game, if you were in the cave or something this afternoon and missed this one, we went 5 overtimes in the second game today in the consolation round. And Langford got the 62-54 decision as they defeated White River. White River and Centerville for 7th place tomorrow. And it will be Faith taking on Langford in the 5th place game. 3rd place will be Potter County, and whoever loses between Platte-Geddes and Ethan. And the James Valley Christian Vikings will play for the state title against the winner of our next game. 24.8 seconds left. Inbounding the ball will be Chase Hall for Potter County. Right side, Menke. He's on the wing. Top right, Storer bombs away. 3, skips out, won't go. Rebound, the putback, no good. That was Menke who gave it a shot. He missed. There's a quick foul. Foul is going to go on Potter County. And the foul is going to be, they haven't put that up on the board yet. I didn't see the number, quite frankly. Okay, it will go on Menke. That'll be his 3rd. 19 points for that young man today. 22, 17, and 17, the leading scorers for Wadle, who can get his 23rd point here, and does. 17 for Ulvestad, and 17 for Alex Walder. Substitutions coming in now for Potter County in the last 16 seconds. Welcome in Trayson Drew. Also, Hayden Simon is into the contest. Welcome in Dalton Storr. And also coming into the game for the Potter County squad, somebody with number 2, and he's not on any roster. Not on mine. And not on the roster for, okay. And number 2 is Trent Donovan, okay. 5'8" sophomore. Wadle hits the 2 shots. 16.2 seconds left. Wadle with 24. He's leading everybody in a runaway. 72-55, James Valley Christian. Shot is up, right side, too long. No good, and the rebound will go out of bounds and stay in possession of Potter County. Long shot by Hayden Simon. He tried that from about 20. It went 22. And here come the Battlers. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Throwing away the basketball. It's going to stay in bounds. Shot is on the way. Deep one of the buzzer. It is no good. And Potter County falling to James Valley Christian. The James Valley Christian Vikings are headed to the state Class B championship game. The Vikings 72-55. The decision over Potter County here, and the number 1 seed lives to play for a state title tomorrow night. That will be about an 8 o'clock start here inside the Barnett Center in Aberdeen. If you don't have tickets, might want to suggest you get them really, really quickly. We'll be talking things over with Darwin Hofer, the head coach of the James Valley Christian Vikings, in just a bit. Wadle, the leading scorer with 24 points. And we'll get to Darwin Hofer, and then once we're done with Coach Hofer, we'll talk to U.S. Senator John Thune here in a couple of minutes. We'll take care of the head coach interview first of all, and John Sieber will talk things over with him. Very excited to be talking with the U.S. Senator, who'll be down here in just a couple of minutes. But first, we'll get to John Sieber again, and we'll talk things over with the head coach of the James Valley Christian Vikings, headed to the state final. Once again, John Sieber.
Thanks, Gary. Coach, first of all, congratulations on reaching the championship game tomorrow night, sir.
Hey, thank you. We really appreciate it.
Boy, a 3-headed monster for you guys tonight. Everybody worries and talks about Wadle and Olstad, but Walder really stepped up tonight as well.
He did. He did last night, and he did today as well. Nice balance, the trio of seniors there in our scoring.
At what point did the game turn in your favor? What was the big turning point for you?
Well, come to third quarter when we were able to get our guys in foul trouble from the first half, and we were able to get them back in. And they had some fresh legs. By able to use them and get running up and down the court, that really helped us.
Well, congratulations on reaching the championship. Good luck tomorrow night, sir.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Coach Hofer with James Valley Christian.
All right, thank you very much, John Sieber, and we will head back to action here at the state tournament. James Valley Christian is the winner big time over the Potter County Battlers. And what we are going to do now is bring a very special presentation. U.S. Senator John Thune from the state of South Dakota, and a high school basketball player in his own right as well, as he's played some good basketball over the years. And Senator, of course, you come from a very big basketball bloodline growing up in Murdo. Your dad, the head coach, Harold Thune, a great player at Minnesota and everything. So you just have to love this atmosphere here. year.
I really do, and they do a great job up here. The B tournament's a unique tournament. You know, you get all these smaller communities around the state, and they have great crowds. It is a wonderful basketball atmosphere, and a neat opportunity for these guys to get a chance to play in front of a big crowd like this. There's a lot of electricity here. There always is. I love the B.
Okay. One of the things I like about high school sports, especially a scenario like this, is for the 2 or 3 hours you're here, it's the most important thing in the world to people, to the kids, to the communities, to the small towns who don't get a lot of opportunity to come and play on a statewide stage and that kind of thing. And I've always thought it's kind of a neat therapy, I suppose, for the kids and the parents as well. Your thought?
Well, I agree, and I think that for a lot of our smaller towns in the winter months, you know, it's kind of what gets us through. The long, cold winters in South Dakota can be kind of tough, but it keeps a lot of our smaller communities going, and we always kid that when the state tournament comes around, that a lot of these towns that make it, you know, they turn the lights out and everybody comes, and you really do see that. I mean, you look at the crowd here tonight,
right.
These two schools that just played and the next two to come, they've got huge crowds here. So it's a big thing for our communities. It's obviously something that they take a lot of pride in, but it's really, I think, a cultural thing in South Dakota and something that we all appreciate. And I think it's just great to be able. I love the atmosphere, to be a fan and to take it all in.
A terrific sense of parity in the tournament. 3 of the lower seeds winning yesterday. That's amazing.
Well, it really is, and it just tells you how competitive it is throughout the state. You know, there wasn't really any team this year that came into this thing and couldn't win it. I mean, you look at how the lower seeded teams have performed so far, and even in some of the other classes, we're seeing that same thing. So, and some of these teams play each other during the season. They're very competitive games, but you get to this stage, and it's a whole new ball game. You know, you really have to lace them up and come prepared to play.
So, how close did your teams at Murdo ever come to state?
Well, you know, we got knocked out in my junior year in the region by Stanley County, and they went on to the state and got third. In my senior year, we lost by 1 point on a last-second shot that I missed in the district to Lyman County, and then they went on to the state that year. So we were always right there, but never quite made it. All
right. And as far as the afternoon session, you ever seen a 5 overtime game before?
I haven't. In fact, we were talking about that earlier. I mean, you guys probably know, but is that a record?
It's a record for the state tournament in any classes. There have been 6 overtime games in the state.
There have, okay.
Right.
I didn't, man. That's just...
Redfield won one of those, and then Emory won the other back in 1987.
No kidding. Well, it is. It's again a testament and a tribute to the not only quality of basketball, but how hard these kids play and how competitive they are. That it takes 5 overtimes to decide a game. But you know, that was a great finish, and you know, obviously, I think you know Langford has had a really good club for a lot of years, as has White River. Both those teams have been here year after year after year. And it's too bad one of them had to lose today.
All right. And as much as you love your job in the U.S. Senate, would you rather be here?
Absolutely. You know, and the fun thing about this tournament is it's obviously I get to enjoy a lot of basketball, but I see a lot of people.
Right.
And you know, if somebody's got an issue that they want to bring up, you know, I get a chance to hear about it. And so, you know, I sometimes I get an earful when I come to these tournaments, but that's what it's really all about. It helps me do my job better, to be out here and to be at these events where you can have a lot of interaction and contact with people here in South Dakota.
This, I should say, is such an amazing week for basketball in South Dakota. Not only the state tournaments, you've got the SDSU women's and men's teams who made the postseason, and how about those USD Coyotes going into the national tournament? They've got a big game tomorrow, a tough one against Stanford, but they're in.
They do, and that's an amazing story in and of itself. You know, State's had a great run with the women's and the men's, and to see USD now get their shot at it. But I think it's just to see our teams perform that well, and even seeing NDSU beat Oklahoma yesterday.
Yes.
I mean, I think it speaks really well for the quality of basketball in this part of the country, for that conference and how competitive it's become. And we're all pulling for the USD Coyote women tomorrow. I got a chance to be down there yesterday to see them off, and they're very excited. It's a tough road. You know, Stanford's a very good team. They're one of those consistently elite teams in the tournament. But USD's playing a really good brand of basketball right now.
How in the world, and I'm speaking from Stanford's standpoint, how do you find 8 Division I players on their roster 6'3" and over?
Yeah, it's amazing. You know, the size. I don't know. They just keep getting bigger and faster and stronger and better. And it is you know, the game. You watch the game and how fast these defenses close out, how quick they are to the basket. There's some really good athleticism out there, and it's great that we're a part of it now.
Appreciate your graciousness as always, Senator. Good to see you again. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Thank you for the great job you guys do covering this stuff. We all enjoy watching on television.
I'm having a blast. Thank you very much. Senator John Thune here speaking with us between games from the state basketball tournament. James Valley Christian advancing to the finals, beating Potter County. Platte-Geddes and Ethan, the Rustlers and the Black Panthers coming up. Listen to this, watch this, and we'll be back in just a moment on South Dakota Public Broadcasting.
Free statewide broadcast of this South Dakota High School Sports Championship is underwritten by the thousands of members of the Friends of South Dakota Public Broadcasting, by Mid-Continent Communications, and by Dakota Bank.
Having back at it, James Valley Christian advancing to the championship game. Ethan or Platte-Geddes will join them in just a couple of hours. Let's take a look at the final statistics. First of all, the team stats for the winners. James Valley Christian, 54% shooting, 29 of 53. They tried 9 3-pointers, just made 2 for 22%. Didn't really need them. 71% at the line. Very doable, 12 of 17. Rebounding, they get 38, out rebounding Potter County, by 9, 38 to 29. The James Valley Christian squad, the Vikings with 14 assists, 6 steals, 20 turnovers in the game, one more actually than Potter County. Had 3 blocked shots and 17 team fouls. Wadled their leading scorer with 24 points. Potter County, on the other hand, 19 of 55 shooting for 35%. 28% from three-point range, 5 of 18. Hit 12 of 18 free throws for two-thirds, 67%, and then get 29 rebounds, out-rebounded by 9 against the James Valley Christian team. Their leading scorer was Benke with 19 points. Individual performances, Etal. After this break, you're watching the State Class B Boys Basketball Tournament from Aberdeen. It is rocking in here in a great atmosphere. We're back after this on SDPB.
Free statewide broadcast of this South Dakota High School Championship event is brought to you in part by the thousands of members of the Friends of South Dakota Public Broadcasting, by Farmers Union Insurance, by SDN Communications, and by the Independent Insurance Agents of South Dakota.
This is a production of South Dakota Public Broadcasting, made possible by the Friends of SDPB. Pledge your support for quality programming. Call Friends at 800-333-0789 or donate online at sdpb.org. You may purchase this video and many others online at our website. Click on Shop SDPB. And thank you.
This high school activities championship event is conducted under the auspices of the South Dakota High School Activities Association.
From the Barnett Center in Aberdeen, South Dakota, welcome to the Friday night session of the South Dakota High School Activities Association State Class B Boys Basketball Tournament. Hello, everyone, and a gracious good evening to you. Along with John Sieber, I'm Gary Ellenbolt. If you survived the afternoon session, congratulations, and welcome to an evening session where we can't promise 5 overtimes like we had in the game before, but we can promise we've got a couple of wild, fascinating basketball games coming up. John, it has been a great tournament so far. No reason to think the semifinal round tonight will be any less than what we've had earlier.
Well, we've only been through one day and a half a session, Gary. We're talking about this already being one of the better state tournaments ever for the State B, and we still have 2 semifinal games to go tonight. Man, oh man. Absolutely a wild afternoon here in Aberdeen with basketball.
The only upper seed to survive the first round is in action tonight. The number 1 seed, James Valley Christian. They took care of Centerville despite struggling, and now they'll battle the Battlers of Potter County. That's been an interesting team to watch in the state tournament as Potter County won its first round game with a great tight decision over Faith High School.
Well, and it was the game where Potter County had trailed for 3 quarters, Gary. Right. Actually, three and a half quarters. And then all of a sudden, they put on the press. Next thing you know, behind the scoring, and they had some darn good scoring yesterday from some of the kids that you normally wouldn't expect to score a lot of points for Potter County, but it all forced by turnovers against that Faith, and it all started with their defense. And they use their defense to key their offense and come.
Of the State B-Boys High School Basketball Tournament. Our first game this evening will feature the Potter County Battlers and the James Valley Christian Vikings. Our second semifinal matchup will be the Ethan Rustlers and the Platte-Geddes Black Panthers. The South Dakota High School Activities Association reminds everyone that these state tournament games are intended for the enjoyment and benefit of high school students. Good sportsmanship is essential for the proper support of the student athlete. That is why the South Dakota High School Activities Association, along with its corporate partners, Sanford Health, First Premier Bank, Premier Bank Card, Farmers Union Insurance Agency, Billion Automotive, and the South Dakota Army National Guard, support good sportsmanship. With good sportsmanship, everyone is a winner. Support good sportsmanship during tonight's semifinal games. As many of you know, the city of Aberdeen, the activities world, and the state of South Dakota lost a good man and dear friend 2 weeks ago. Mr. Mike Miller was a strong proponent for the youth of South Dakota. He was well known around the region as a football referee, actively involved in the Aberdeen community where he served on the school board for many years, and he also served on the South Dakota High School Activities Association Board of Directors, where he had a great impact on the youth of our state. Please join us now for a moment of silence to recognize our dear friend, Mike Miller. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please remain standing to honor our nation and its flag with the singing of the national anthem. The proper etiquette is to remain at attention, facing the flag with your right hand over your heart, and to remove all headgear. Veterans and active duty military not in uniform have the option of saluting. Tonight's national anthem will be presented by Sierra Stoats, Kristen Walls, and Andre Boucher, students of Bowdle High School. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes.
Hey Kusler, Donnie Kaiser, Jordan Oden's alternate official is Jerry Bears.
From the State Bees in Aberdeen. And with the call, the man who knows it all, including how to last for 5 overtimes. on one drink of water. It's the camel himself, Gary Ellenbolt.
Well, you know, I never have to worry if I'm stranded in the desert. As long as I got one gulp, I'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Appreciate it, John. Hello, everybody. The Potter County Battlers of the James Valley Christian Vikings set to do battle in the state Class B semifinal game. One of these teams will advance to the state championship. The other game featuring the Ethan Rustlers and the Platte-Geddes Black Panthers. That's coming up after this one. The James Valley Christian Vikings in the home white uniforms. The Potter County Battlers coming from the Gettysburg-Hoven area. And guess what? Potter County, they are wearing the scarlet with gray and a little bit of white. Kind of look like Ohio State out there. Tip is in the air. It is controlled by the Battlers. Hope you enjoy the game and the broadcast. Check your pulse if you don't. Chase Hall will come to the right side. Menke is a shot for 3. Fire! Menke sets the tone with 11 seconds gone to the game. Puts up the three-pointer.
Well, would you believe it? At the State A, St. Thomas More leads Madison 3-0.
Hello.
Just underway.
Yeah, that's a long way from over. Madison, of course, the defending A champion, the only surviving state champion with a chance of repeating. Cole Blanzer looking inside, wants the 14-footer, won't get it to Olmstead instead. Olmstead with a decent outside shot to Wadle. On the left side, they set it up on the down low. On the drive, on the shot, Olmstead put it up and hit it.
The help side defense is going to get there a lot sooner than what it did if Potter County's going to stay in this game.
Tanner Hewer has the basketball on the top left side. Kick it off with the right to Menke. He's along the wing to the right side. Picking him up is Wadle on the defense for JVC. Chase Hall sees the opening, puts it up on the drive, can't by the thrill. Rebound Olmstead, and Hall picks his pocket. Battlers are going to keep the basketball. Top right side, Hawkinson sets it up, down low, shots on the way, it's up, it's good. Mitchell Hinckley from 14 feet away. 5-2 Potter County. On their horses, the James Valley Christian Vikings. Looking for help is Olbening. He'll stop and fire the 17-footer up and in.
Wow, what a start for Ovalstad.
All 5 of the 5 points, or all 4 of the 4 points, I should say. They had him with 5 originally. Here's the shot on the way. Mankey fire!
For that comeback win. And for this James Valley Christian squad, you know, Centerville stayed with them for the most part yesterday.
Right, they did. And Centerville, a salty squad. They had some good minutes against a really good Faith team as well. There you look at Potter County, which is a hybrid of Gettysburg and Hoven now. Used to be just the Gettysburg Battlers, but Hoven has joined them for the interscholastic activities. And here is the lineup for the Battlers. 71.3 points per game, 59% at the foul line. They get about 28 rebounds a game, 18 assists, and 17 steals. And here is the lineup that Bryce Hall will start against James Valley Christian. Caleb Benke, Chase Hall, an amazing athlete. Also Mitchell Hinckley, Cole Hawkinson, and Tanner Heward. These are guys who know how to win. The Battlers, of course, the 9A football champions a little bit earlier in the academic year at the Dakota Dome.
Well, and when you talk about the football, you talk about Chase Hall, you know, and Chase Hall, we saw the athleticism last night, especially when it came to the defense side of things, and that's where Potter County really stands out above a lot of the teams here, Gary, is their athleticism, and not just in basketball, but all across the board in all the sports.
James Valley Christian, located in Huron, they are 22-1, 23-1 now. 22-1 their record after regionals. Darwin Hofer in his 3rd year as head coach. They will wear the white home uniforms, as they will no matter which side of the bracket they go to after tonight. 69 points a game, averaging 66% at the line. They have 27 rebounds a game, or they're about 16 assists and 12 steals. Really good, stellar lineup that Darwin Hofer is bringing here. Weedle, Olvestead, Waldner, Wager, and Glanzer. This is a good, solid, salty lineup, John.
It really is, and when you talk about Waddle, you're talking about a 4-year starter, kid's over 1,000-point scorer. He just knows how to get it done, and it was yesterday in that 4th quarter when Centerville was still hanging around that Waddle really stepped up and started taking it to him along with Olvestead.
We will get the starting lineups and get you ready for basketball. The semifinal round, either James Valley Christian or Potter County will head into the state championship game tomorrow night. We'll know that in about an hour and a half, depending on the overtimes, and you know the precedent here. Let's go to Kent Hansen, our public address announcer at the Barnett Center.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The City of Aberdeen, Northern State University, and Central High School are pleased to welcome you to Walks Arena on the campus of Northern State University for the semifinal session.
And bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, model singers. And now for the starting lineups. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Potter County Battlers. At a guard, 5'7" senior, number 10, Tanner Heward. And for the James Valley Christian Vikings, at a guard, 5'9" senior, number 5, Cole Glanzer. At a guard for the Battlers, 5'10" senior, number 22, Cole Hawkinson. And for the Vikings, 5'10" and sophomore, number 12, Tim Wager. And a forward for the Battlers, 6'3" and junior, number 23, Caleb Minke. And for the Vikings, 5'11" and senior, number 14, Alex Waldner. And a forward for Potter County, 6'2" and senior, number 32, Mitch Hinckley. And on the wing for the James Valley Christian Vikings, a 6'4" and senior, number 22, Nathan Wadle. On the wing for the Battlers, 6'2" and senior, number 52, Chase Hall. And in the middle for the Vikings, 6'5" and senior, number 40, Andrew Ovalstad. The Battlers are coached by Tim Hagedorn, Jason Hansen, and Scott Glode. Head coach for Potter County is Bryce Hall. Assistant coaches for James Valley Christian are Anthony Lind and Al Wager. Head coach for the Vikings, Darwin Hofer. Today's officials are